hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? If you guys remember, last episode we went to another dimension called Vibe in order to make solar panels. And today, that is exactly what we want to do, making power. Obviously, we do have to start with the controllers. That is tier 1, that is tier 2. Please be in the same thing. Yeah, definitely not. That should be tier 3. Thankfully, tier 4 is also in the same table. I know you have to spread out your patterns, but how many controllers do I have to craft? Unless there's a singularity for it. Oh, this one is full. Wow. I don't think we ever need a recipe for literite crystals. Because literally, why would you? Here's tier 5. Tier 6 is also in the same table. Perfect. So if we want to have 4 controllers tier 6, we're missing the Grand Magic Crystal, Gold and Iron Singularities, and Pulsating Iron Blocks. So that's the Pulsating Iron Block. That's the Iron Singularity. We have been making it since last episode. There's also an easier way of making the Gold Singularity, but I forgot. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a gem. We just use EMC. So that Grand Magic Crystal comes from Loot Chest, and we had a Lunium farm for a while. We have 15 here, otherwise it's kind of a pain to craft. But then again, we are not going to assemble all 4 solar panels, so we could have gone with less. But for 4 of them, we have enough. What are we missing? The Gold Singularity, that's it. I was using conduits for singularities. A test locator is way better. Not for our EMC though. The solar controller, tier 6, 4 of them. We can't craft it. You're missing 1 gold singularity. I miscounted. We do this again. Yeah, now we can craft it. Perfect. That's gonna take ages. Now we need the cells. So up to Chironite, I do have the patterns. Palladium should be doable. Palladium is actually cheap. Ionite, also cheap-ish. The final tier is not really gonna happen. We need Awakened Draconium. Yeah, the Dreadland Essence takes ages to craft. I think it's just way easier to go to Dreadlands. You don't work? I have so many portals, none of them work. Okay. I tried to gather the essence in the overworld from the Dread Guards, but unfortunately it wasn't working. And I forgot I can't fly. But we have a good staff of rending. Yeah, this is a way better system. I already got 2. It's just that it's going to be really warpy. We got 8. Doesn't take that much time. Let's actually put it on the hotbar, so that we know how many we have. They don't die, they have tons of health, so you just get essence. I got warp. And the colors are horrifying, but we do have 57 essence. Let's just gather a bit more and then we go home. Well, this one also has a lot of health. Nice. More health means more essence, because he doesn't die. We have 1 stack and 6. Let's go back home. Also, any warp removers. Anything will help. Oh, only permanent warp. Oops. We have a bit of sane thoughts left. Let's drink it. And then we order the solar panel. Now it should be faster. I also think that I have to dupe a lot of Adamonite, so let's see if this is going to be enough. It's going to be enough for 8 blocks, so I'm not that worried. Yeah. Lovely. We need 169 cells for a tier 6 solar panel. Ignore the cold iron. We're just missing the Ender Star Nuggets, which is just a pattern. The cold iron is also just a simple pattern because I'm getting the eggs now. I put the coop over there. And we can have 169 ionite cells, right? Awesome. The question is, can I have 169 more? Nebulous Heart is fine. Adamonite is not. I have to craft it. Eye of the Ender is fine. Nebulous Heart is, yeah, it's in our mob farm. We don't have that much. Yeah, but it's enough for what we need. Okay. We just need the Adamonite blocks. I am still trying to get some items in order to make an extra solar panel, but the first one is ready. Let's see how much power this is going to generate. It doesn't rain here, so we don't need the piezo modifier. Please be good. Please. Please. 1.3 million. Okay, that's actually quite good. Yeah, that's really good. Again, Guardians. Finally, we're gaining power. Let's get the second one. Who's hitting me? Where is he even? They do spawn in weird locations. I just remembered the entire reason that we are gaining 1.3 million RF per tick is because one of our machines is offline. That thing over there, that consumes 1 million. I disabled Setnonites, so it's not doing anything. Yeah, you see? That was the problem. But I have ordered the second set of solar cells. That's going to take a bit longer. Because for the previous one, we already had a few things ready. I think that was the Ender Star. We get it from a resource miner. But still, we're doing good. The second solar panel is also ready. That took a while. Let us add it to our power grid. Oh. Disable limit. Oh, I made it 1 block too high. It's fine. The important thing is that we have the blocks. Assembling it is fine. Also, the reason that I'm assembling it over here is that these chunks are already loaded. If we place it down somewhere else, then we have to load new chunks. And besides, I do have to finish this building. And no, I'm not going to put that in the end. They look nice. Besides, it doesn't really rain here. It takes like 10 seconds for the rain to stop or for the night to become day, thanks to our celestial manipulators. Another thing is that warp is becoming an issue, so I'm using the pure chicken that we found last episode in order to get some eggs. They are called pure eggs. What do they do? I will show you. So I have this bathtub over here, and apparently the only thing that we have to do is that I remove the water source, we dry it up, there's more water in it. Yeah, then we dry it up a bit more. We shall have a squeezer with the eggs. And very slowly, this guy is going to give us the purifying fluid, which I am assuming it's exactly the same thing when you mix salt with water, the purifying salts. The bat is going to place it down anyways. Ah, it does work. Nice. It's just that we have to find the source block. Yeah, the purifying water works as advertised. We do have warp ward. But now that we have power, we can get back on track for the Draconic evolution. Because we did have to make a minor detour in order to go to Vibe. Our goal is the Draconic key, which will unlock Draconic evolution, so whatever we do which brings us closer to this is fine. One of the things that we have to start crafting and start operating is going to be the fusion reactor from a mod whose name I shall not mention. For some reason it does require oblivion combs. We need an empty hive. That one will do. It will find the flower. Yeah, we need that because in order to make the fusion connector you need a wax which comes from that comb. It's not a horrifying bee, you can find it everywhere. We already had a pristine stock version. I imprinted it with the correct genes, you know, so that it's no longer a jerk. So we do need to have a recipe for the fusion core, like so. And then we need to figure out what the hell are we missing. What are we missing? Cave illuminator, adamantite plate. Wait, you can craft adamantite plates like that? Ew, do I have more? Yeah, we also got a block as a quest reward, so we're good. We also need to have 2 fusion reactors, one of them for getting deuterium and the other one for getting tritium. So we're just missing the cave illuminator, and that's a cheap recipe. I can craft it in our automatic starlight altar, but I don't think it's worth it. It does take way less time if we craft it manually. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, we can even craft it during the day. Then craft it. Thank you. Oh, one by one. Okay, I do this one by one. So, fusion core, 2 of them. What are you missing? Oh, big oops. I should have made more. Actually, they could be here, right? Yeah, because I did craft a bit. I just forgot to take it out. So can we have 2? Thank you. As for the electromagnets, let's go with, I don't know, 200? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. So how did we make weeping blue? Not with mana dust. Oh, with sap spit. It's actually not that horrifying. Let's order 1,000. We ask you to export it, which for some reason you're not. Ah, you are. The weeping blue is going to take some time. We need 700 more of that. We do have a bit in our system. That's a garbage bit. But as for the coal, there is no need to worry. There's just an ore dictionary difference. I'm getting this red coal from extra utilities, and we need to convert it into the better red coal from content tweaker. We already had 2,000. Also, I have just been checking. It seems in order to make 2 fusion reactors, we need 256 blocks. And fun fact of the day, we're out of rosite. Oops. So many oopses. Well, there is a rosite chicken. I went through the list, and this is all the chickens that I want. For now, the only thing that I'm missing is rosite. I think at this very moment it's not going to be something super necessary to automate. We can just mine for it. Obviously not manually, I just want 1 ore. This is the only one I found. The quarry is not finding anything. It's fine, a few episodes ago I did find a polar bear and I said he's going to be useful. And he is, because that's going to give us rosite. Oh, and ice shards. We do have infinite essence thanks to our bees, so this should go fine. That should solve my problem with rosite. Unless you find something one day. It has been a while later. I have ordered 56 fusion electromagnets, because you know I have to remember the rest of the numbers. And what I want to know is that can I have 100 more? Yes. After that we just need 100 more. At this very moment we're just going to go with the smallest size, that's it. I'm also centrifuging the forgotten comb. We're getting the wax. Do I have filters? Oh, okay. Didn't remember. The scrap boxes were very useful because now we don't have to do anything in order to make the fusion connectors. We almost have everything that we need. It's just that there is one metal that we're missing, superfused alloy. That is a combination of titanium and iridium if I'm not wrong. And then again, we don't really need that many of them. That should work. Oh, you're slow. Oh boy. Also, that's a garbage conduit. Why are we losing power? Still we're losing power. Actually, we're losing power faster. I don't fully understand this machine, but it's fine. We don't need that many. I'm still waiting for the fusion electromagnets, but for my own sanity, I had to start working on the Draconic key. I know there are a lot of things that we're missing, and I know that there is going to be a long way until I can get it, but I need to know where I stand. Makes me a bit happier if the crafting table has something in it. But if I'm not wrong, that should be the steel singularity as well. Lovely. Where do you go? over there. I haven't still crafted any spatial pylons, we just found them on Sedna. But that was the last one. If we need one more, I don't really know what I should do. Well, now I can craft it, I guess. I have even taken care of germanium and gallium. That, on the other hand, I haven't taken care of. So the Indirium Singularity has to wait because I have made a teeny tiny boo-boo in the past. Well, we can fix it now. We need 2 drawers. One of them is going to be for nether stars, and the other one is going to be for platinum. You go there and come with me. So we need to connect them to our drawer network over here, you know, at the machine area. We shall have them locked. Does have a higher priority, so anything that we have should come over here. Although if we want to add something to it, we can just remove some platinum and put it back in. Yeah. Now it's in the drawer. The gist of it is when I made this place, some of the items did not have EMC and I had no means of producing them, like platinum, or even nether stars for the stellar alloy. Now that we are filthy rich, we can fix that. You actually come down here. No, then it's gonna look weird. Maybe not. Now this one is getting the platinum. Perfect. And the other one should get the nether stars. Now we know it works. Another thing is that maybe we should upgrade the drawers, because now we are filthy rich and we need the resources. Yeah. Much better. It seems the electromagnets are ready. The superfused alloy is also ready. So I can have my fusion connectors. We need 4 for the moment. Yep. Star in a box. Not really. It's a nightmare. So I'm not really a fan of these multi-blocks. I don't know where we put them. Maybe here? We got the quest, but we're going to go with the smallest size possible. At this very moment, I don't need the power, and I don't think we need that much tritium. Even if we get the tritium, it's not going to be that useful because we still need to make the resource miners. This is the smallest size fusion reactor that we can make. We're going to burn helium inside so that we will get deuterium, and I'm trying to power the electromagnets. It's wireless technology. While it's charging up, we also need some coolers apparently, and I think that was called active cooler. What is this? Does say reactor, it doesn't say which reactor. We go with this reactor. Active coolers are expensive. Why would you need a singularity? Why am I even making a pattern for this? Copper, tin. Well, at least we can make singularities relatively fast. I do have the coolers, and one thing that I just wanted to mention is that yes, we are producing deuterium, but that's our only supply. On the other hand, hydrogen is like 1 million buckets. Well, actually 1.6 million buckets. All I wanted to say was that, yeah, deuterium is not going to last for a very long time. Hydrogen is going in. I do have a feeling you also need to power the actual reactor. Yep, electromagnet's not powered. What? Well, for some reason that one is not getting power. Okay. Now we're good. It does require a redstone signal to run, I suppose. Or maybe it doesn't need a redstone signal to run. It's running. It's just that I think in this modpack animations are disabled, so you can't really see it. Cause yeah, we're getting deuterium. That's good. Again, even though this is not my favorite mod, shocking, I know, this doesn't feel right. This is a garbage reactor. It's giving me the deuterium that I want, it's generating a mediocre amount of power, but at least the efficiency is rising. But this does not feel right. I think we have to go with a max size. I have already ordered 20,000 platings and 1,000 runes. Those are the things that take the longest. So maybe before we wrap up today's episode, I'm going to make a max size. I'm not sure. Depends on my mood. In any case, these have to be finished. It takes time. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been the next day and I have done a crazy amount of progress. Because I really thought to myself, I want this Draconic key today. Not next episode, today. So I have installed a crazy amount of machines. So first off, if you guys remember, we have 4 more resource miners to install, and all of them are going to give us a single gem, which we need in order to make the Draconic key. They do require weird fluids, we don't have all of them, but the most difficult one was the sodium-potassium alloy. So over here I have a fluid enricher, we're making salt water, we're electrolyzing it, and we're getting molten sodium. On the other side, we are making potassium fluoride, we are processing it, and we get molten potassium. Using some fluid phases, we're taking them from those tanks over there, and we're mixing them inside the salt mixer, and we get the sodium potassium alloy. Half of that sodium potassium alloy comes over here into another salt mixer, and we get the golden version. The other half comes over here, we mix it with cryotium, and we get the cryotium version, which then inside the fractionating steel, we reduce it to weakened cryotium. That's one of the fluids. The gold version is like 95% of one of the fluids. And then in the center of the key, we have the crystalline beryllium. So I have a very small automation for making that. At first I was using brine, the fluid, so I did manage to get a few low density salt. It's not a super important thing, it's literally end game and you need need just the one in order to make the Alchemia artifact. So that is most of the difficult job behind us, and I'm really happy. So where do we stand? Well, at this very moment we have weakened cryotium. That means we can make the Creeponia mythical void resource miner. So let us try to get the cap for that one. I just made the statues, and that should be relatively easy. Then there is something called luminous lava, which is going to be used for the deep lands resource miner. Let's automate that one too, because that one is like super easy. It's like 3 machines. All we need is a pattern for crystallized obsidian. We order, I don't know, 3000 of that. That should last for a very long time. And we shall ask an interface to export the obsidian as well as some lumium. Now the only thing that we need are 2 melters. We link one of them to a phantom phase, which does require a booster, and the other one to another phantom phase. That means one of them is going to get the crystallized obsidian, the other one is going to get lumium. Both of them can get their powers, upgrades, and they shall output to a chemical reactor in the center. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is luminous lava. We don't really need to have the seared stone. That's garbage. And now that we have the luminous lava, we should be able to proceed with making the Deeplands mythical resource miner. We have all of the monoto crafting. What are we missing? Oh, giant obsidian. That is apparently very cheap. We can just craft it. And as usual, we just need to dupe some statues. That's it. So there you go. That is the cap. We have taken care of weakened cryotium, luminous lava. Now it's time for spicy pyrotium. That's actually not a horrifying recipe, and we do get chilies from our resource miners. And I'm not saying I was super prepared, but last episode we even made the imbuer for it. So you export chilies. We shall provide it with pyrotium, a lot of upgrades, and yeah, that is spicy pyrotium. Spicy pyrotium is used in the Abyss Mythic Miner, which we don't have it yet. But now we need the living gold sodium potassium solution. In order to do that, we need a mixer from Immersive Engineering, and it crashed my game. I don't really know why. Okay, we seem to be fine. Nothing crashed. This is a temporary setup. There is a better machine which does everything, but for the moment we're gonna put the mixer over here, and yeah, that is our gold sodium potassium solution. Very slowly. So I think we have all the fluids, right? We just need the final cap. And also we have to visit the Abyss. In the Abyss dimension, we need to summon the boss, and in order to summon the boss, we need something called the Staring Eye. It will tell you that it's going to drop from tentacles, but there is a catch. I had to go to the wiki. The ones which have orange eyes are never going to drop the Staring Eye. The ones which are not orange have a 5% chance of dropping it. And apparently it works the same way as gravel, so you can just break them several times. Also, it's a no tool thing, so it doesn't really matter how you break it. Oh, we got one. Let's try this again and see if we get lucky and get another one. 5% chance is a garbage chance, I'm just saying. Oh, we got 2. So now that we have that, we need to take some nightmare flakes. We also need to find a reaper, these jerks, and we right click on them with an enchanted book. That's a big guy. Thankfully, he's not interested in me. Well, we don't have to kill that one, but basically that's what we're looking for. The Book of the Shadows. Don't really know what that does, but it doesn't really matter. We have one of the Staring Eyes and we need to summon the boss. On an altar. Shadow altar. Oh, illusion altar. That's the wrong altar. Yeah, they do give us a module for illusion altar. Carved stone, shadow altar, illusion altar. I had already claimed them. Is this a rare thing? Cause I haven't seen anything. That could be an altar. No. Oh, it's down there. No wonder I didn't see that. Give me the boss. Who's the boss? Don't really know. Oh, that's the boss. You look stupid. Wasn't the boss? Oh, that's the boss. He dupes himself. Well, he's dead anyways. The issue is that I summoned him twice. But it's fine. We're done. I thought we were done in this dimension, but apparently not. The shadow book that we just got is for the other boss. You know, this one. Oh, you're big and ugly. Go back. Go back. Don't come close. I don't like you. That person was not a fan of social distancing. Also, this guy did not drop the Shadow Lord Eye, which we need in order to dupe the statue. So we have to craft it with dark matter. Let's go back home. Here are some dupe statues. And here should be the cap. My fellow dark ones, we have the caps. We have the fluids. Well, almost all the fluids, except you. Now we have it. The only thing remaining is to assemble the resource miners. That is a lot of resource miners. I'm just saying. I have assembled all of them, and yeah, we're getting all the garnets, the missing 4. Also, up until right now, what I have been doing is that I have been filtering the things that I want to import into my system from the resource miners. Conduits with speed upgrades with filters cause a bit of lag, so we're no longer going to do that. From now on, we just import everything because the things that I filter out are not that many, to be honest. Well, we can put the import bus here, and then the chests, and some upgrades. Everything just goes in. So now we can get to the Draconic key. All of the fluids that we have been making in today's episode are mainly redundant after you get the garnets. Because with the garnets, you can use something called a atomic replicator. It's an easier recipe and it gives you more fluid. Unfortunately, in order to make it, you have to spam machines, then remove them. But let us get back to the stupid key. So we have all the gems. Now we need to start making the Indirium singularity. And don't you worry, we have plenty of Indirium. There you go, and that goes over there. What are we missing? So obviously we need the Emerald seed. That's not going to be easy. Tritium crystals, Ender feather. Oh, and the rift in a jar. It does tell you that you need to use the rift in a jar from a special infusion recipe. Ah, this one. That's easier, I suppose. Fine by me. I like easy. So for tritium, we are not going to set up the other reactor. What we're going to do is that I think we have enough deuterium. Yeah, so you stop working, we remove the hydrogen, and we void all the fluids. Now if we pump in the deuterium and kickstart it again, hydrogen, tritium, neutron fluid, helium-3. We let it run. I have set our reactor to produce us tritium, and now we need to fight the ender chicken. The JEI doesn't really tell you what to do, so I had to Google everything, but apparently we need a multi-block like so, and right-click with an egg, or drop an egg. Yeah. That's it. Let me get a sword. I'll kill you all. Don't you worry. Stay in line. He's going to be loud and slightly stupid. Bow doesn't do anything. Oh, you have a shield. Thankfully, mob griefing is off. Player griefing is not. Okay, the bow does a decent amount of damage. This should be easy. Oh, you died. Already? I was hoping that the feather is going to be... Oh, it's 100% chance. We got 2. Let's try this again, I guess. Well, you do actually need it for a lot of things. We do this again, and we try to make a wood farm out of him. Or her. Well, you have Ender Dragon sounds. Awesome. Wait, let me program you. Fully programmed. Don't really know why you would need tritium crystals, but we're gonna use a bucket with a fusion reactor. And that is our tritium crystals. It doesn't require that much. And yeah, we needed 2 feathers, not 4. But I think it's a good thing that we captured him. Now we're missing only 2 things. Emerald and rift in a jar. That's actually the easiest one. I'll go get Emerald. Emerald is actually the highest tier seed you can get in AgriCraft, and it's a bit of a pain because you need every other seed. But I do have my ender chest for the void miners, and I'm trying to catch the ores because sometimes you need the ores. I think the first seed that I need is ferronum, which is iron. That is a combination of pumpkin and melon. So here is pumpkin. Actually, that was melon. This is pumpkin. They should grow really fast, and we should get something in the middle one day. Is there a watering can? I have to craft so much garbage. That's actually a good garbage. I can craft that one. Yeah. We had to make saltpeter essence. Yeah, we got it. Ferronum. We really don't have to analyze them, because it doesn't really matter if they're 111 or 101010. I think with that, we should be able to start getting the lapis ore, you know, by mixing it with potatoes. Grow. And I'm going to try and get my watering can. Maybe I don't need to. That's lapis. Actually, so far so good. That's redstone. I do have a block of redstone down there. My ore catching skills have improved. I just want emerald. The problem is that emerald is actually rare. We take the diamond. I also need the gold. Ah, there you go. Emerald. Also, I think you need the crystalline seed. You need a nether quartz. Oh, I just missed it. Stop processing so fast. There you go. We're good. Also, I'm using silk touch. We need the ores later on. So gold is again a combination of iron and redstone. And yeah, I added way more lily pads of fertility. This should be sped up. And that is gold. That is one of the parents of Emerald. Now we need the other parent. Let's take the garbage. So we need burning spores, which is a combination of red and carrot. Once you plant them, they will convert to AgriCraft seeds anyways. So that was just a normal carrot. That is redstone. Yeah, I know it's nighttime, don't you worry. And the burning spores require glowstone and soul sand. I thought this is going to be a pain, but so far it's actually been fun. Did I do this wrong? Because nothing is growing. Red seed, carrot seed. It should work. Oh, it did work. So after the spores, we get the crystalline. Okay, we don't need the carrot. So which one is the most difficult? Diamonds? Because this is crystal. And we have emeralds. I'll be honest with you, it took like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Anyways, we need that emeralds in order to craft the crystalline beryllium. So there you go. We do need to have more of them anyways. So I'll try to make more seeds later. That goes in the center. Now the only thing that we're missing is the rift in a jar. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, this is the most important thing that I wanted to craft. The Draconic key. So from now on, we're not rushing through the pack, we're gonna build our base, improve our quality of life, and have some fun. That's all I wanted. a bit of fun. The reason why Draconic evolution is incredibly important is that, well, first off, the astral perks have been increased to 40. And honestly speaking, that's actually a very good number. I can use my cheaty portal again, which I will do, don't you worry. However, one important change that has happened is that we have access to Vorpal. That means with the astral perks I can do more damage, with Vorpal I can do a crazy amount of damage, and we can have Vorpal 6. Well, obviously we can also get the Kikoku, which gives us Vorpal 20, but I think that's far away. It's like 4 quests, but that could be like 10 episodes. So that is Vorpal 6, thanks to Compound Bow, and that goes on my sword. Lovely. Let's go kill someone. Hello, boys. You look weird. I know he was my friend, but I just wanted to see the armor. Okay, Vorpal didn't kick in. Still not kicked in. That time it kicked in. Somebody touched me and died. In a mod pack where everybody has 50 million health, that's going to be useful, especially after we get the Kikoku. But from now on, I'm not actually in a rush, we can do whatever we want. Although before wrapping up today's episode, we should celebrate our achievement. Okay, I'm happy now. No, so we have reached the Draconic evolution age. Let's make some infusers. The problem with making the infusers is that for each and every one of them we need the Draconic machine frame, and that requires MOX fuels. I have to redesign my nuclear reactors as well, I think. But I have realized in order to make MOX 241 we don't actually have a problem. We can craft 1000 because our reactors are giving us the isotopes that we need. For MOX 239 there is a bit of a problem. We need this isotope of plutonium, which we don't have. But thankfully we are getting the plutonium ingot from Tech Reborn, and I think in an isotope separator, yeah, it does give us the exact isotope. So we need an isotope separator. After setting some patterns, now we can have 1000 of those too. And yeah, you might notice that we got a notification that we have indium. I just ordered some. You just make it in a fluid infuser with boric acid, and we have already automated that. So that means if we want to make the Draconic machine frame, we can. So here is a pattern for the Draconic machine frame. And can I have 20? I can. Awesome. What is chaotic? Draconic alchemy. I have no clue what that is. Well, basically what I wanted was this basic fusion crafting injector. Let's also make sure that we have all the stones. Well, we do have each and every one, but I just have to make sure that we EMC some of them. So the only thing remaining in this recipe is the flux seed, which is not that difficult. Actually, it is a bit difficult. Oops. Well, then again, maybe not. We can craft it. Void seedling. Or we can actually do this the fun way using a void siphon. But we will leave that one for next episode. For now we just get a normal seed. Oh, applied energistics does not recognize this one. Maybe there's a pattern problem. Or dictionary substitutions. For the moment we shall have 2 basic fusion crafting injectors. The rest of them we will make next episode. Oh, and maybe a crafting core just for the quest. It counted. Lovely. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.